Hi guys, it's Anne here, and today's video is going to be the tag if I could only keep 10 eyeshadow palettes. Now, I know Debbie had done this video and she did tag somebody else that she thinks was the person or the person that she found it from, so I'll link Debbie's video below. If you do find out who is the original tag, I know I saw it somewhere and I've missed it, so maybe I'll be able to find it and I'll link it below. And I know Kat from Beauty News did this video as well, so I'll link hers below too. So this is my top 10. Now, I don't know what video will go up first, but I have 35 palettes in total. So 10 is like a third of my collection, which is actually quite a lot, I think, of my collection. However, it was still hard for me to pick 10. I felt like there was definitely like 2 or 3 right off the bat. I'm like, yeah, those for sure would be, you know, as Debbie said, if my house is on fire, I'd be grabbing those palettes first, like as if that'd be the first thing I'd be running and grabbing. If the scenario was, I must grab 10. These are the 10 that I would pick. So just to get started, this one is, I've talked about this in my Christmas tag, that this was a palette that I got from my mom. I don't use this palette anymore, but this is definitely one that I would save from the fires. Palette number 2 is one that I do use, but not very often because I did pick this up more as like a collector's item. This is the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. And you can see from my usage, like I haven't used a whole lot of this. I do use it occasionally. I like the colors. It's a fairly nice, neutral, easy to use palette, but I did just sort of buy this as a collector's item. I love Gwen Stefani. I have a handful of girl crushes, and she's one of them for sure. If I could be anybody, I would want to be her. I couldn't decide between these two, so I'm just putting both of them in there, and they're the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palettes. These are somewhat slightly nostalgic to put in, plus I like them. I know that's controversial. I know there's a lot of people out there that are like, oh, the quality's not that great, blah, blah, blah. I think they're fine. I mean, are they super pigmented? No, but are they easy to use? Yes, and I'm all about easy to use. Like, for day-to-day life, I think they're very practical. There's a reason why like this was so popular when it came out. So the reason why I picked both of these is because the chocolate bar one for me is like, you know, the nostalgic one. It's the one that I think this is my first big palette or true palette that I bought. And I want to say it was like 2015. And then I just really like this one. Like if I were to be stuck with a palette, I wouldn't mind being stuck with this one. It's just a nice neutral. It's a bit on the cooler side, and I prefer a bit more cooler shadows, to be honest. Palette number 5 for me would be this Carly Bible Deluxe Edition palette. I really like this palette. The quality, I feel like, is really, really good. I love this color scheme. I love wearing this in like the summertime. Yes, you have a bunch of other stuff in here, but you could use these as eyeshadows as well. I actually don't use this a whole lot. I was considering putting this in a Pan That Palette project, but I just haven't because I don't want to pan these palettes. This palette isn't sold anymore. It's finally been discontinued, and yeah, I'm going to be sad when it's done. So I actually don't use it a whole lot because I really don't want to use it up. I know that's kind of silly. I should just use it, and you know, when it finishes, it finishes. I'll be real sad when the 2 colors I like the most are this pink one here and this sort of like peachy color. If anybody knows dupes of those 2 colors, I'd be very interested to know. Palette number 6 is like my only colorful palette that I'm including, and it's the Flamingo palette from Violet Voss, and that's why I'm including it, because it's a colorful palette. I am not huge on colorful eyeshadow. I like to play with it once in a while, but not all the time, and I feel like this one, the reason why I bought this was it was super unique. I don't have any other palettes that look like this, that have these types of colors. They're nice and bright and summery. And yeah, this would be just a nice complement to all the other palettes that I'm allowed to keep. So for that reason, that's why this is in here. Palette number 7 is my favorite little travel palette. This is the Tardis Pro To Go palette. I've been eyeing some of their other little 6-pan palettes that are like this size. I mean, they're different shaped, but they're this size. Because while I do like this one, it leans a little warm for my taste. But I do like this for travel. It's perfect. You have a couple like basic neutrals. You can just get a nice 2 shadow look. You have some nice shimmers in here. This orange and this sort of pink color sort of give it a bit of a twist. To me, it's a perfect travel palette. It's got a nice little mirror in there, and it's just a great little size. Like, I love this for travel, so I definitely would pick this for sure. That was like one of the easy ones that I knew for sure was going to be in this. The next palette that I would include is this Huda Beauty Nude Light. This is new to me, but I just know that I would not want to be without this. I really like it. I'm not going to open it up. I don't know what order my videos are going up, but this palette has suffered a casualty and it needs to be repaired. So we're just gonna be very gentle and delicate with it. But yeah, even though this is new to me, I definitely would include this in my top 10. The next palette is the BH Cosmetics Royal Affair palette. I just realized I have 2 BH Cosmetics palettes in this as well. I thought I only had like the Too Faced ones. No, I have 2 of BH as well. And this palette, I just really like it. It's an interesting palette. It intrigues me. I want to play with it. It has a lot of neutrals, but it also has a lot of like really interesting colors, like this pink color. This color right here is really fun. This color is a really, really nice color. It's what I have on my eyes today. So I am wearing this palette today on my eyes. You're going to see this look in 2 videos because I'm just filming a whole lot right now. But yeah, this one, like, I'm very impressed. Like, and this is like a one-stop shop type palette. You can get neutrals, but then you can also get little punches of color in there. So, and not like crazy, like it's not a pop of blue, it's like an interesting green, or like a wearable pink. Like, it's still, to me, all wearable colors. And number 10 is the Too Faced Natural Lust palette. Oh, I guess I have 3 Too Faced. I don't know. For me, this one, partially because it's like the biggest palette that I have, it has 30 shadows, so I'm gonna get the biggest bang for my buck if I keep this one. And I've enjoyed this. I haven't had it very long. There's a couple of dud shades for sure in here. The shade Love Spark, it's not very good. And I do find a lot of my looks end up looking a bit similar when I use this. But I do like this. It's a nice, easy palette to use. And yeah, I would definitely be missing this if I did not have this with me. That's it. That's my top 10 eyeshadow palettes I would keep if I had to only keep 10. I would love to know if you've done this video. If you have, please let me know down below and I will definitely check it out. Or if you just have a handful of palettes that you're like, these are my top, these are my palettes that are definitely coming with me no matter where I go, you can put them down in the comment section. If you did like this video, feel free to give it a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you did subscribe to my tiny little channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.